Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Let's make something small but cute. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we are still using up our 6x6 papers, and today's project is also cute, and it requires 2 pieces of 6x6 paper. No chipboard, just 6x6 paper. And here it is. It is this adorable little box. And when finished, this box measures 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 by 1.5 inches deep. And it is a nice size box, and I made this box to hold just a standard container of lip balm. Makes a great stocking stuffer. You can put anything in this little box, but when I designed it, it was really designed to fit a little container of lip balm, whether it's this one or Burt's Bees, whichever one will fit in this pack. And then of course, if you have something else that you want to put in here and you need it to be a little bit bigger, just use the box template that I have provided in the past and modify the sizing. So let's get started on making this. So to make the box bottom, we need a piece that measures 6x6, and we are going to score this at 3/4 and at 2 1/8 on all 4 sides. And then once we have it scored, we are going to fold and burnish our score marks. Okay guys, and then once we have our scores folded and burnished, we are going to remove these 3 corner pieces from all 4 sides. Those right there. So I am going to come back in with my finger blade, and I'll go up to the second score line, and basically I'm cutting down to make my tabs, and then I'll cut here, and I will cut here, and then I'll come back, and I'm going to just come up halfway between this and this and cut like that, because I don't need that whole tab being as large as it was. So I'll do that again over here. So I'm going up to the second score mark, and I'm coming down, then I'm cutting in on my tab at an angle, and then I'll come here and cut that off, and then I'll come back on this piece, and I'm just going about halfway up to release it so that it looks like that. And I'll do the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once we have everything cut, it's going to look like this. And now we can put the box together. So I'll bring in my glue, and I'm simply going to take these smaller tabs here and place glue on them. And then I'll bring this up just like this. Come back with my bone folder and get it nice and stuck down. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And then once we have it like this, all we need to do is take our glue and place it on these outer flaps. And then we can fold them in just like this, which is basically giving our box a little bit of stability, but more importantly, it gives us a nice finish to the top. Everything looks crisp and professional and not ragged. And so there, we've got our little box, and now we want to make the lid for this. And I'm using this paper for the lid, and it measures 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. I'll bring in my scoreboard, and I'll place my 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 paper in the scoreboard, and I am going to score this at 1 and at 2 on all 4 sides. And then I'll come back with my bone folder and just fold and burnish my score lines just like I did on the box part. And then I'm going to come back just like I did on the box part, and I am going to remove the 3 corner pieces from all 4 sides. Just like that. So I'll come up with my finger blade here, go to my second score, angle cut in, angle cut in here, and then cut this down, and then I'll come back and cut that down just like I did on the other one. So let's do this one. I'm following the same process, just angle cutting in to release my tab. Then I'll cut across here, and I will do that. And that's how it's going to look. So I'll do the other side and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we've got all of our tabs cut and we are ready to put the lid together. And we are going to do it exactly like we did the bottom. So I've got these little short tabs, and that's where my glue will go. Then I'll bring this up just like this, and I'm going to make sure that I get this nice and stuck down. Alright, so then I'll fold my top flaps backwards, go ahead and put some glue on them, and then I'll just fold them in, and we should have a lid. Alright, so let's take our lid, put it on our box, and you can see how well that fits. Absolutely perfect for this box. And I love how far down it comes, but we have a little bit of the box bottom showing. So now what I want to do is I want to take my lid and do some decorating to it, just very light decorating. Alright guys, so on this one I made a little twine bow, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I made it because I'll be using it on this one as well. So I have this piece of twine, didn't measure it out, and basically what I'm going to do is take these 2 fingers, and I'll start with these 2, and I want to leave a tail about this long. So I'm simply going to loosely, my fingers are not together, I am simply loosely wrapping this around until I have a tail that's about this long on this end. And then all I'm going to do is slide it off, take this piece, wrap it around the middle a couple of times, and then I'll take this tail and loop it through the piece that I wrapped around the middle, and then I just pull it through just like this, and then I have a bow. So then I'm going to take my bow and I'm going to put it on my box. So I'll take it and put it right there, and I'm going to bring in my hot glue, put some hot glue on the back, and then I'll take that bow and put it right there. And then I have this little sentiment that I want to put on here as well. And I'm just going to kind of tuck that in there just like that. And I'll come back and just trim off a little bit of that twine because I don't want that much. And then I am going to bring in one of my flat back pearls, and I'm going to just drop a little bit of glue right there. Bring the pearl in and tuck it just like that. And just like that, we have got another really cute small box, perfect for holding those little round lip balm containers that we get, as well as sweets, tinies that you want to put in these boxes. Perfect for that. And it only took 2 pieces of 6x6 paper. And look at how quickly we were able to take those 2 pieces of paper and turn them into something functional yet beautiful. So guys, I'm not going to be offering price points on these, as I've said in other videos. I know that you guys are fully capable of setting your own prices and determining what the items you craft are worth. So I hope that you guys have liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.